presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And he got 20 more. Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with, here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Durant, Antetokounmpo out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's James in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Bird is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Magic Johnson. It's Michael Jordan. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 down low. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Bird outside with some arc, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And Shaq with the slam.
Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits. Make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Bird outside. He kicks it to Jordan. 4 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And when we talk about players who don't mind shooting with a hand in their face, Kareem's at the top of the list.
Pass it to Antetokounmpo. LeBron against Bird, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Now it's ended over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, he spoke about the strategy coming in of working the ball inside, emphasizing that throughout the game. That's where they think they have the biggest advantage. And they think they can score inside with consistency. We will see how long that holds up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Jordan. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Pass to Durant. There's the dish to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's not a pretty thing. LeBron James driving right at you, full speed, and when he gets into the lane and towards the rim, he's going to make contact.
That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. The 76ers off to a slow start. 8-point game. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Durant kicks to James. Knocked loose. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Philadelphia. Third left side. A 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good. Curry.
Just a big defensive mistake there. I mean, it's like 3 points. You want to harass Steph, but when he goes to the free throw line, we know it's pretty much automatic. Always one of the league's best free throw shooters.
Johnson attacking, lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Here's Curry with the three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Hits it from three-point range.
In entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
Here's Durant. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. The score now all even. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
Well, every night, the competitive killer instinct of LeBron James makes him as elite as he's been. Of course, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, and a lot of gas, it seems, left in the tank for LeBron James.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out. I think there's just been a lot of respect for the approach of Kevin Durant over the course of the past couple seasons, especially with the Warriors, wanting to be a better defender, better rebounder, better rim protector. Of course, we think of scoring first, but man, the defensive end and what he's done to take some pride on that end has been impressive.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with Durant, the non-scoring aspects of his game almost get forgotten.
Well, Kevin has put up 5 or 6 assists a game over the last couple seasons. It helps to have 2 of the greatest shooters in the league on your side. It's going to be interesting to see how he develops after the injury and what he comes back to as a player in a new system with new teammates and more mileage on that body.
Here's Johnson. The teardrop falls in. He's got 9.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Curry dishes to O'Neal. Back to Curry. Kicks it out to LeBron. Curry trying to break free. LeBron, no good. The 76ers trail. And Jordan has it in the corner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The 76ers are gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. To the paint, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Curry looking it over. From deep three-point range, Chamberlain with the rebound.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. Your freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes, it's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
It's thrown about to Kumbo. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From about 19 feet, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Jordan, the pass to Johnson. O'Neal with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all
What a burst of speed. LeBron turning on the Jets, getting past the D, and the big hammer.
The 76ers trail by 6. Johnson outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Allen Iverson.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Karl Malone's checked in for Philadelphia. Irving comes in for Jordan.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep the big guys on the floor.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Iverson against Johnson. It's LeBron with the drive, and it's good for 2. LeBron's got 10 points.
Somebody didn't get the memo. You left a clear lane for LeBron James.
Outside Irving. No good on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Johnson against Iverson. Dishes to Durant. Shoots over Malone. And KD the bucket on the assist by Iverson. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Irving against Durant. And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gift.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Timeout called the 76ers. You look at James, what a contribution.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
John Stockton, he's checked in for Magic Johnson. Ryan is checked in for the Clippers. Irving kicks to Stockton. With a floater and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Clippers leading by 7. James dishes to O'Neal. Malone with the block. And he's able to get it back. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the jump by Giannis.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Outside Irving. Puts it up from 17. And he hits the jumper for 2. Irving's got his second bucket.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, you know, there are some players who are playing for you, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You've got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of the organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
Olajuwon's shot is good.
Yeah, you gotta love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Here's Kobe. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And then Malone with the dunk.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
James, the pass to Iverson. Over Stockton. Iverson, no luck.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Iverson against Stockton. There's the pass to Olajuwon. Over Duncan. Again, Philadelphia.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's name.
In a Greek way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
John Stockton out there with Robertson. Then it's Olajuwon. Then there's Irving. And it's Malone in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Robertson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Bucks. It's stolen by Olajuwon. 4-on-3 break. Robertson kicks to Irving. Back to Robertson. To the middle. Here's Malone. Offensive rebound. Rejected by Nowitzki. And James throws it down hard.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Olajuwon. Robertson outside. He dishes it to Malone. Rejected by Nowitzki. Bryant has the open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, and you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
Robertson outside. Here's the teardrop. And he sinks the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Harden against Stockton. And another 3 for the Clippers.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon. Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots can be really impossible to guard.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Duncan with the block.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot great for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with his streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Chamberlain's checked in for Elijah. Bird comes in for Malone. And it's Baylor in for Irving. Here's Stockton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Harden the pass to Doncic. Robertson against Bryant. That one wide left.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Philadelphia. Jordan comes in for Robertson. And West subs in for John Stockton. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. And they see last touch by Bryant.
Looking now at the numbers for Doncic. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. And so here is Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Bird against Nowitzki on the line. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers leading by 3. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Doncic. On deep. Frames the three-pointer. Doncic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
West kicks to Bird. Duncan with the block. But they get it back. And he recovers it.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Here's Doncic. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Baylor. Here's Chamberlain. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Baylor with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. And here's West for 3. Here's Chamberlain. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And they get it back. Good.
And you really can't say that it's like they've been lights out here on this run, but they are just getting a lot of second chance opportunities.
Doncic feeling it out. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds here tonight. Duncan with the block. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers have a retain possession here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Philadelphia. The Clippers also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Duncan. Durant comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Stephen Curry subbed in for James Harden. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Oh,
yeah. Breakers.
Man overboard. Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. West with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to West. Inside. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Doncic passes to Wade. On the 3 off target.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Chamberlain kicks to Jordan. 76ers moving the ball around. The offensive rebound, Abdul-Jabbar. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Curry dishes to O'Neal. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. Oh, good on that one. Iverson's checked in for the Clippers. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-5 run. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The 76ers making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. Here's West. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
High post, KD. He's against Jordan. KD passes to Doncic. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Jordan. Outside Pippen. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Defended by Shaq. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Magic Johnson. He checked in for West.
Checking in for the 76ers.
Off the inbound. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Chamberlain down low. O'Neal's there.
Yeah, easy call.
For Philadelphia, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Clippers trail by 5. And taken away by Magic. Out on his own on the break. And Pippen slams it in.
You gotta respect the quickness of Pippen. Just terrific at getting to the right spot there in transition.
Here's KD. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
They get the rebound. Los Angeles has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. No good from Durant.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talked about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Curry kicks to KD. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way, but maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it was debated for a while, but after last season, Brett, the consensus now seems to be that Kevin Durant is the best player in the league.
Are you putting me on the spot here, Kevin? I mean, I think that's unfair. But if you want to talk about, you know, maybe recency bias, it's the fact that LeBron didn't play a lot of games last year, and the situation that happened in Los Angeles allowed Kevin Durant maybe to get a little bit more shine for what he was doing with the Golden State Warriors. I think that you and I would take either one of them.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Tipped away. Here's Iverson. Doncic trying to get open. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Outside for Jordan. Shoots over Doncic, and there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers trail by 12. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Step out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
Doncic with the steal. From downtown. Rebound by the 76ers. Chamberlain got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Shoots over Shaq. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Shaq. 76ers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Irving's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, LeBron checked in for Doncic, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for Allen Iverson. And it's jumped back by PD.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Olajuwon's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. O'Neal kicks to James. To the inside, and stolen by Irving. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 15.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
KD, that's for 2. And the Clippers miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The 76ers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12, and he makes the first. Malone's checked in for Philadelphia. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Curry with the bounce pass, and he gets it to go. And it's 9 points for Giannis.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
To Olajuwon. Here's Johnson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. The first free throw is good. Duncan, he's checked in for Shaq. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's LeBron. Rebound by the 76ers. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Pippen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Now the 76ers on the break. Johnson's got the ball.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
And so it's Philadelphia with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And again, thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action.